Greetings. Today we want to ask you a simple question. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like you did not belong there? Have you ever wanted to speak, but the words got stuck in your throat? Have you ever had a dream inside your heart, but you were too afraid to chase it? If you said yes, you are not alone. Millions of people around the world feel the same way. Every single day, they feel small. They feel unsure. They feel like they are not good enough. And here's the sad part. Most of these people are smart. Most of them are talented. Most of them have everything they need to succeed. But they are missing one thing: confidence. Not the loud kind. Not the kind where you show off or pretend to be brave. No. We are talking about the quiet, deep, real kind of confidence. The kind that says, I believe in myself, even when no one else does. Today, in this video, we're going to teach you how to build that confidence, step by step, word by word, lesson by lesson. This is not a magic trick. This is a real guide. And if you stay with us until the end, you will walk away feeling stronger than you did before. So take a deep breath, sit somewhere comfortable, and let us begin. Before we can build confidence, we need to understand what it really is. Self-confidence is a feeling. It is the feeling that you can handle things. It is the belief that you are able to learn, to grow, and to face the challenges in your life. It does not mean you are perfect. It does not mean you never feel afraid. It does not mean you always win. It simply means this: I trust myself enough to try. Let us think about it this way. Imagine two students. Both of them have an exam tomorrow. Both of them studied the same amount. The first student says, I studied well. I will do my best. And if I make a mistake, I will learn from it. The second student says, I am going to fail. I always forget things. Everyone is smarter than me. Now, who do you think will do better on that exam? The answer is clear: the first student. Not because they are smarter, but because they believe in themselves. That belief changes everything. It changes how you think. It changes how you act. It changes how you act. It changes how you feel. When you have self-confidence, you take more chances. You speak up more. You try new things. You do not run away from problems. You run toward solutions. And when you do not have self-confidence, the opposite happens. You hide. You stay quiet. You avoid risks. You let other people make decisions for you. You live a smaller life than the one you deserve. So here is the truth. Confidence is not a luxury. It is a necessity. It is something every human being needs to live a full, happy, and meaningful life. And the best part? You can build it. Starting today. Starting right now. Now let us talk about something very important. Why do people lose their confidence in the first place? Because here is what most people do not understand. You were not born with low confidence. No baby in this world is born thinking, I am not good enough. Babies cry when they are hungry. They reach for things. They try to walk even when they fall down 20 times. They have no fear. They have no doubt. So what happens? Where does that natural confidence go? It gets damaged. Slowly. Over time. And there are many reasons for that. Reason number 1. Harsh words from others. Think about this. When you were young, maybe someone told you that you were stupid. Maybe a teacher said you would never be good at math. Maybe a friend laughed at your dream. Maybe a parent compared you to your brother or your sister. Those words did not just disappear. They went deep inside your mind, and they became a voice. A voice that still talks to you today. A voice that says, You are not enough. That voice is not the truth. It is just an old wound that never healed. Reason number 2. Failure without support. Everyone fails. That is normal. But what matters is what happens after you fail. If someone helped you get back up, if someone said, "It is okay, try again," then failure became a lesson. But if no one was there, if people laughed at you, if you were punished for failing, then failure became a fear. And that fear grew into low confidence. Reason number 3. Comparing yourself to others. This is one of the biggest confidence killers in the world today, and social media makes it worse. You open your phone, you see someone with a better body, a better car, a better life, a bigger house, more followers, more likes, and suddenly your life feels small. But here is what you do not see. You do not see their struggles. You do not see their bad days. You do not see the years of hard work behind that one photo. You are comparing your whole life to someone else's highlight reel. That is not fair to you. Reason number 4. Never being praised. Some people grew up in homes where no one ever said, "I am proud of you." No one ever said, "Good job." No one ever noticed their effort. When you never hear good words about yourself, you start to believe there is nothing good about you. That is a lie. But it feels very real. Reason number 5. Trying to be perfect. Some people do not try because they are afraid of not being perfect. They think, if I cannot do it perfectly, I should not do it at all. But perfection is a trap. It is an impossible goal, and the more you chase it, the more you feel like a failure. Now, if you recognized yourself in any of these reasons, please do not feel bad. These are not your fault. These are things that happen to you. But now that you understand them, you have the power to change them. And that is exactly what we are going to do in the next part. The most important step in building self-confidence is this: change the voice inside your head. Right now, many of you have an inner voice that is your biggest enemy. It says things like, "You are not smart enough. People will laugh at you. You do not deserve good things. Why even try? You will just fail." This voice feels real. It feels like the truth. But it is not. It is just a habit, a pattern, a recording that plays over and over in your mind. And here's the powerful truth: you can change that recording. Let us learn how. Step 1. Notice the voice. The first step is to become aware of it. Most people do not even realize they are talking to themselves in a negative way. It just happens automatically. So starting today, pay attention. When you feel bad about yourself, stop and ask, what am I telling myself right now? Write it down if you can. For example, I just told myself that I am ugly. Or, I just told myself that I will never succeed. When you notice the thought, you take away its power. It is like turning on a light in a dark room. The darkness does not disappear because you fought it. It disappears because you brought light. Step 2. Challenge the voice. Once you notice the negative thought, ask yourself a simple question. Is this actually true? Not, does it feel true? Because feelings are not always facts. Ask yourself, do I have real proof that I am stupid? Do I have real proof that I will always fail? Do I have real proof that people do not like me? Most of the time, the answer is no. You do not have proof. You just have a feeling. And feelings can change. Step 3. Replace the voice. Now, this is the most important part. After you challenge the negative thought, replace it with something better. Not something fake. Not something you do not believe. but something kind, something fair, something true. For example, instead of I'm stupid, say I'm still learning and that is okay. Instead of nobody likes me, say the right people will appreciate me for who I am. Instead of I always fail, say I have failed before, but I have also succeeded before. I can try again. These new words may feel strange at first. That is normal. You are learning a new language, the language of self-respect. But if you keep practicing day after day, week after week, those new words will become your new voice, and that new voice will become your new confidence. Step 4. Speak to yourself like a friend. Here is a simple test. Think about the things you say to yourself. Now imagine saying those same things to your best friend. Would you tell your best friend, you are worthless? Would you tell them, give up, you will never make it? Of course not. You would never be that cruel to someone you love. So why do you say those things to yourself? You deserve the same kindness you give to others. Remember that. Now let us move from thoughts to actions. Because confidence is not just about what you think. It is also about what you do. And here is a secret that most people do not know. You do not need to do something big to feel confident. You just need to do something small, and then do it again, and again, and again. Small actions build big confidence. Let us talk about how. Action number 1. Keep your promises to yourself. Every time you say, I will wake up early tomorrow, and you actually do it, your confidence grows a little. Every time you say, I will exercise today, and you actually do it, your confidence grows a little more. Every time you say, I will finish this task, and you actually finish it, your confidence grows even more. Why? Because you are proving to yourself that you are reliable. You are showing yourself that your word means something, and that builds deep, lasting confidence. But the opposite is also true. Every time you break a promise to yourself, your confidence shrinks. You stop trusting yourself. So start small. Make easy promises. And keep them. That is the foundation. Action number 2. Do one thing that scares you every day. We are not talking about jumping off a cliff. We are talking about small fears. Raise your hand in class. Say hello to a stranger. Share your opinion in a meeting. Try a new food. Go to a place you have never been before. Every time you face a small fear, your brain learns something important. I survived that. It was not so bad. And the next time, the fear is a little smaller. This is how brave people are made. Not in one big moment, but in 1,000 small ones. Action number 3. Take care of your body. This might surprise you, but your body and your confidence are deeply connected. When you eat well, you feel better. When you sleep enough, you think more clearly. When you exercise, your brain releases chemicals that make you feel happy and strong. Even something as simple as standing up straight can change how you feel. Try it right now. Sit up tall. Pull your shoulders back. Lift your chin. Do you feel the difference? That is your body telling your brain, I am strong. I am ready. Your body is not just something you carry around. It is a tool. Take care of it, and it will take care of your confidence. Action number 4. Learn something new. One of the fastest ways to build confidence is to learn a new skill. It does not matter what it is. Cooking, drawing, playing guitar, coding, speaking a new language. When you learn something new, you prove to yourself that you can grow, that you are not stuck, that you are capable of change. And every small improvement gives you a boost of confidence. Every new thing you learn says, I am getting better. I am moving forward. Action number 5. Celebrate your small wins. Most people wait for the big moments to feel good about themselves. They wait for the promotion, the award, the perfect result. But confidence is built in the small moments. Did you wake up on time today? Celebrate that. Did you finish a difficult task? Celebrate that. Did you say something kind to someone? Celebrate that. Did you choose not to give up? Celebrate that. These small wins matter. They matter more than you think. Because every time you celebrate a small win, you are telling your brain, I am doing well. I am on the right path. Let us now talk about something that many people overlook. How you carry yourself on the outside affects how you feel on the inside. This is called body language, and it is more powerful than most people realize. Think about a person who walks into a room with their head down. Their shoulders are dropped. Their eyes are on the floor. Their hands are in their pockets. What do you think about that person? You probably think they are nervous, unsure, maybe even sad. Now think about a person who walks into a room with their head high. Their back is straight. Their eyes look forward. They smile gently. What do you think about that person? You think they are confident, strong, someone worth listening to. Here is the amazing part. Both people might feel the same inside, but the second person is training their brain to feel confident by acting confident. Scientists call this embodied cognition. It means your body can change your mind, just like your mind can change your body. So if you want to feel more confident, start with your body. Stand tall, even when you feel small. Make eye contact, even when it feels uncomfortable. Speak clearly, even when your voice shakes. Smile, even when you are nervous. These small changes send a signal to your brain. That signal says, I am confident. And over time, your brain starts to believe it. Now, let us also talk about how you dress. We are not saying you need expensive clothes. We are not saying you need to follow fashion trends. That is not what matters. What matters is that you feel good in what you wear, that your clothes are clean, that you feel put together, that you look in the mirror and feel comfortable with what you see. When you take care of your appearance, you are telling yourself, I matter. I am worth the effort. And that small act of self-care builds confidence every single day. Now we need to talk about something that everyone fears but nobody can avoid: failure and rejection. These two things have destroyed the confidence of millions of people. And we are here to tell you that they do not have to destroy yours. Let us start with a story. There was a man who wanted to be a writer. He wrote a book. He sent it to publishers. The first one said no. The second one said no. The second one said no. The third, the fourth, the fifth, all said no. He was rejected 30 times. 30 times. Someone told him his work was not good enough. Most people would have quit after the fifth rejection, maybe after the 10th. But this man kept going. And on the 31st try, someone said yes. That man's name was Stephen King. And that book went on to become one of the most famous books in the world. What if he had stopped at rejection number 30? What if he had said, I am not good enough? The world would have lost a great writer, and he would have lost his dream. Here's the lesson. Rejection is not proof that you are not good enough. Rejection is just proof that you have not found the right door yet. Now, let us talk about failure. Failure feels terrible. We know that. When you fail, your brain says, see, I told you, you should not have tried. But that voice is wrong. Failure is not the end of the road. It is a bend in the road. It is a lesson wrapped in pain. Every successful person you admire has failed. Many of them have failed more times than you have even tried. The difference between them and the people who stayed stuck is simple. They did not let failure define them. They let failure teach them. So how do you deal with failure and rejection without losing your confidence? First, allow yourself to feel the pain. Do not pretend it does not hurt. It does, and that is okay. Feel it, accept it, and then let it go. Second, separate the event from your identity. You failed at something. That does not mean you are a failure. You got rejected. That does not mean you are unworthy. The event is what happened. It is not who you are. Third, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Every failure has a lesson hidden inside it. Find that lesson. Use it. Grow from it. Fourth, try again. Not because you are sure you will succeed, but because you are sure you do not want to give up. Confidence does not come from never failing. It comes from failing and getting back up every single time. Let us talk about something that many people forget when they are trying to build confidence. The people around you. You can do all the right things. You can change your inner voice. You can take small actions. You can face your fears. But if the people around you are constantly putting you down, criticizing you, laughing at your dreams, or making you feel small, it will be very hard to grow. Think of it this way. Your confidence is like a small plant. You are watering it every day. You are giving it sunlight. You are doing your best to help it grow. But if someone keeps stepping on that plant every time it starts to grow, it will never become strong. The people in your life can either be sunlight or they can be shadows. Sunlight people lift you up. They encourage you. They believe in you, even when you do not believe in yourself. They say things like, "I know you can do this," or "I am proud of you for trying." Shadow people pull you down. They criticize everything you do. They laugh at your goals. They make you feel stupid or weak. They say things like, "Why are you even trying?" or "You will never be as good as them." Now, we are not saying you need to cut every negative person out of your life. That is not always possible. Some of these people may be your family members or your coworkers, but you can do these things. 1. Spend more time with sunlight people. Find friends, mentors, or communities that support you. Even one good friend can make a huge difference. 2. Set boundaries with shadow people. You do not have to listen to every criticism. You do not have to accept every insult. You can politely say, "I appreciate your opinion, but I believe in what I am doing." 3. Be a sunlight person for others. When you lift someone else up, you feel good too. When you encourage someone, you remind yourself of the truth. That people matter, that effort matters, that kindness matters. Your environment shapes your confidence. So choose your environment wisely. We are almost at the end of this video, and before we finish, we want to leave you with one final and very important idea. Confidence is not a destination. It is a daily practice. You do not build confidence once and then keep it forever. It is not like buying a house. It is more like building a fire. You have to add fuel to it every single day. Some days, you will feel strong. You will feel like you can do anything. Hold on to those days. Remember how they feel. Other days, you will feel weak. You will doubt yourself. You will want to hide. That is okay. Everyone has those days. Even the most confident people in the world. The difference is this. Confident people do not wait for the feeling to come before they take action. They take action, and the feeling follows. They do not wake up and say, I feel confident today, so I will try something new. They wake up and say, I will try something new today, and that will make me feel confident. Action comes first, feeling comes second. Always remember that. So here is what we want you to do, starting today. Every morning, say one kind thing to yourself. It can be simple. I am enough. I am growing. Today is a new chance. Every day, do one small thing that moves you forward. Read a page, write a sentence, walk for 10 minutes, learn one new word, send one message, take one step. Every night, celebrate one thing you did well, no matter how small. Find one thing and say, I did that, and I am proud. If you do these 3 things every single day, something magical will happen. In 1 week, you will feel a little better. In 1 month, you will feel a lot better. In 1 year, you will not even recognize the person you used to be. That is the power of daily practice. That is the power of consistency. That is the power of believing in yourself. And now, before we say goodbye, we want you to know something. We believe in you. We do not know your name. We do not know your story. We do not know what you have been through. But we know this. You are still here. You watched this entire video. You did not give up. And that tells us something important about you. You are the kind of person who wants to grow. You are the kind of person who wants to become better. And that, our friend, is the first step toward real confidence. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to be the best. You just need to believe that you are worth the effort, because you are. If this video helped you today even a little bit, please do us a small favor. Subscribe to Spark and Speak. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. And share this video with someone who needs to hear these words. Because confidence is not just something you build for yourself. It is something you can give to others. When you share this message, you might change someone's life. And if you want more videos like this, videos that teach you important life lessons in simple, clear English, then Spark and Speak is your channel. We are here for you, every week, every video, every word. Thank you for spending this time with us. Now go out there and be the confident person you were always meant to be. We will see you in the next video.